Welcome home, my friends, to the North Star Within podcast. I'm your host, Britt Ward, holistic life coach, licensed massage therapist, Reiki master, and personal development advocate. Let's dive into today's topic. Be the change you wish to see in this world. Gandhi. Today, we're diving into a topic that touches every one of us at some point in our lives, and that is shift happens, aka the undefeated champion of life itself, change. Heraclitus, forgive me if I butcher that name, says the only constant in life is change, and boy, is that the truth. Whether it's personal or professional, change is inevitable. In the last 100 years alone, the world has undergone significant transformations, particularly in technology, societal norms, and global power dynamics. Technological advancements like electronics and the internet have revolutionized communication, transportation, and healthcare, drastically altering daily life. Now, who out there of you are old enough to remember www? I mean, having to get into the search engine, typing that in, www dot, and whatever website you were trying to access. I remember the first website I accessed was www.cats.com. I mean, there was all sorts of stuff out there, you guys. Like, for you younger generation, the technology was not available on your phone, and as a matter of fact, to get on the internet, you had a dial-up modem, which you either could be on your landline phone or the internet, but not both at the same time. And I remember when I was a little older, I think high school or so, when they made internet and landline phone usage available at the same time. It was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, change takes time and often courage. Courage to face the road ahead. So let's talk about some prominent people in history who, with courage and persistence, paved the way for some big change. And life as we know it today. My guy, Abraham Lincoln, when he was president during the Civil War, his leadership was instrumental in preserving the Union and ending slavery, marking a pivotal moment in our American history. One of the most famous female leaders of all time. Can you guess who I'm going to talk about? She ruled Egypt for almost 30 years and is one of the women who changed the world. Miss Cleopatra. Her political and social negotiation skills excelled herself and Egypt amongst many internal and external battles in a very male-dominated society. Gandhi was very well known for his resistance movement that inspired similar movements worldwide, and ultimately, it led to India's independence from British rule. Mr. I Have a Dream himself, our beloved Martin Luther King Jr., whose powerful speeches and leadership in the civil rights movement brought about significant legislative changes and inspired a generation to fight for equality. Miss Rosa Parks, who, in her refusal to give up her seat on a bus, sparked the Montgomery bus boycott and became the symbol of the fight for racial equality. And Mr. Science himself, Albert Einstein, whose theories of relativity revolutionized our understanding of space, time, and gravity. Here's something you might not have known about Einstein. He also became an advocate for social change and peace. Susan B. Anthony was an American social reformer and women's rights activist who played a pivotal role in the women's suffrage movement. She fought for women to have the right to vote, amongst other issues, such as women's right to own their own property and to not be property. Mr. Henry Ford, his innovations in mass production and assembly line manufacturing transformed the automobile industry and had a profound impact on the broader economy and society. One of my grandfathers actually retired from the Ford Motor Company. He was a strong advocate. So, I want to tell you a story about Jordan. Jordan was working a job that paid the bills but did not ignite their passion. Jordan was comfortable, knowing the routine and fearing the uncertainty of leaving their safety net. One day, a new project sparked their interest, presenting a chance to learn and grow in a different direction. Initially, Jordan felt apprehensive. The unknown is daunting, and they worried about failure, the risk of losing their familiar comfort, and the challenges of adapting to a new environment. However, the lure of a more fulfilling career and the potential for personal growth were powerful motivators. So with courage, Jordan took the leap. Now, Jordan embraces the new project, learns new skills, and discovers a hidden passion. The initial fear gradually diminishes, replaced by a sense of excitement and accomplishment. Jordan realizes that change, while initially scary, has led to a more exciting and fulfilling path. The new challenges have strengthened their resilience, and the new skills have opened up a world of possibilities they never imagined. Jordan embraces the next change with a newfound sense of confidence, knowing that it can lead to even greater growth and excitement. So, this story illustrates that change can be a roller coaster of emotions. It can be terrifying due to the unknown and the potential for disruption, but it can also be exciting, offering the chance to discover new possibilities and become the best version of yourself. It's the tension between the familiar and the unknown that creates this complex emotional response. I would like to introduce a concept called the locus of control. So, this refers to the degree to which people believe they have control over the outcomes of their lives. This concept is divided into two types. The first type being the internal locus of control. So, an individual with an internal locus of control believes that they have personal control over their life events. They see themselves as responsible for the outcomes of their actions and hold the perception that they can influence change in their lives through effort and skill. This mindset leads to proactive behaviors as they believe their fate lies in their own hands. And the second is the external locus of control. So, on the other hand, individuals with this perception of control perceive that their lives are controlled by external factors, such as fate, luck, or other people. They often view themselves as victims to their circumstances and may feel powerless to influence change. This can result in passive attitude, and it may hinder their personal growth and achievement. How you perceive your power to influence change can significantly impact your behavior and your success. If you have an internal locus of control, you might be more likely to take initiative and seek opportunities, as you believe that you can affect the change in these situations. Meanwhile, if you have an external locus of control, You may not seek opportunities as actively because you feel that your efforts will not significantly alter a situation. So ask yourself, just take a moment and pause. And which category do you think you identify with? It doesn't have to be black or white. It could be one or the other in certain areas of your life. You are not a fish. You can go with the flow and embrace change as a constant in life, or experience the struggles of swimming against the current like a salmon, trout, or other fish. You can view change as an opportunity. Instead of seeing change as a negative, view it as a chance to learn, to grow, and to expand your horizons. A couple of simple ways to be in harmony with change can look like introducing variety, such as instead of taking the same path or road to work or the store, try a new route. Another way is to vary your activities. Instead of always watching TV after dinner, try reading a book, playing a board game, or having a walk. You can also experiment with new foods by trying a new restaurant, cuisine, or a dish you've never had before. I tell you, foodies out there, and especially coming from the Midwest, food is a big part of our culture. Another way to be in harmony with change is to step outside of your comfort zone and embrace the unknown. Ooh. Confront your fears and try something that challenges you, even if it's just a small step outside of your routine. You can do this by trying new hobbies. Explore activities you've always been curious about and you've yet to try, or you can take a class or workshop. Changes, turn and face so strange. Changes, time may change me, but I can't trace time. David Bowie, y'all. His song entitled Changes from his album Honky Dory. Check it out. It's a great song with a valuable message. And if you know it, put it on, turn it up, and sing along. Grab a pen and paper. And if you can't, that's okay, do it later. What I want you to do is taking a step towards change. Envision a goal that you have in mind. And I want you to establish where you are now and write that at the top of the page. And then at the bottom of the page, I want you to write down where it is you want to go, where you want to be. This is your goal. I want you to ensure you have something compelling to strive towards. And in between where you are now and where you want to go, I want you to break down into manageable steps at least 5 actionable strategies for meeting your goal. 5 realistic steps you can take. They can be small steps, such as doing something outside of your comfort zone. You can take little steps every day that can lead you closer to your goal, or you can take a big step, a leap of faith, be it embracing the unknown or making a financial investment. You can also research groups, individuals, or local nonprofits that offer resources for you to help develop the skills that you need in order to accomplish your goals. You do not have to face these changes alone, be it changes that you feel are out of your control or changes you are inducing. It is healthy during times of significant change to seek strong community support. Support can be vital for navigating challenges and fostering resilience. A supportive community can provide emotional support, resources, and a sense of belonging. making it easier for you to cope with uncertainty and embrace new opportunities. Community can provide emotional support and well-being by offering a strong support system that can buffer you from the emotional distress that often accompanies change. This can help foster a sense of safety, well-being, and reduced stress and anxiety. Another way community can provide support for you is by creating a sense of belonging. Through feeling connected to others, you can combat your feelings of isolation and loneliness, which can be exacerbated during times of change and upheaval. Also, having a reliable support network can help you build resilience. This allows you to adapt to change and overcome the challenges more effectively. There's also the benefit of resource sharing and mutual aid because community members can offer practical assistance such as sharing resources, providing transportation, or helping with childcare during difficult or hard times. And strong connections can facilitate the efficient distribution of information about available sources, such as support networks and emergency services. If you like the idea of being the person who fosters community support, here are some encouraging tools for you to utilize. Encourage open and honest communication within your community. This allows community members to share their fears, hopes, and aspirations. Involve community members in the planning and implementation of change initiatives to foster a sense of ownership and buy-in. Provide various opportunities for community members to engage, such as online surveys, community events, and volunteer opportunities. Also, recognize and celebrate individual and collective achievements in your community to help build morale and reinforce positive behaviors. As we conclude this episode, let's reflect on the essential insights we've gathered. The inevitability of change is recognizing that change is an unavoidable part of life, and embracing this reality can ease the fear of uncertainty and open new doors and possibilities. We discussed how mindset matters because a growth mindset is crucial for viewing change as an opportunity rather than a threat. And tied into mindset is the psychological understanding. This is knowing the emotional and psychological aspects of change, which can prepare you to better handle the transitions with grace and resilience. We discuss practical strategies and the implementation of actionable steps to manage change effectively, such as setting clear goals. And we discussed the benefits of having community and support, and how these can provide invaluable encouragement, information, and insights during times of change. So, I encourage you to reflect on how you can embrace change in your life today. Leave feedback on the episode or share your own experiences with change. Thank you for tuning in today. And please subscribe and share this episode if you enjoyed it. Take care and take count of your blessings. Nothing is as permanent as change. Subscribe to keep connected with future content and join the Facebook group, The North Star Within, for more direct interaction with myself, fellow listeners, and a community of like-minded people here to support one another. As Ram Dass says, we are all just walking each other home.